Hey YouTube, welcome to the channel. My name is Rich. Name of the channel is Rich the Return Rider. For all of you guys that's here for the first time, thanks for tuning in. For all you guys that's return viewers, I appreciate you coming back. For all you guys that have subscribed to the channel so far, I appreciate your support. For all of you folks that haven't yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button, guys, so we can keep this content going. So sorry guys about not putting the video out recently, but I've been ill for a couple of weeks. And this is my first time back on Ruby. This is the 2019 Honda Goldwing manual. And what we're doing here today, guys, is we are in Lake City, Florida. We are at the sports complex. Forgive the noise in the background, but this is a school's parking lot, and the kids are out playing basketball and so forth. But what this is about, guys, is I am scheduled this weekend to do the Simmons second annual group ride in Pooler, Georgia. Like I said, I'm coming off a little bit of an illness, so I was unable to make that ride. So what we're doing today is we are going to try to make the practice on Sunday. So I am going to be out here on Ruby, and we're going to be doing a little bit of some parking lot drills. Now, one of the reasons for this video, guys, is to encourage you guys to get out in these parking lots and so forth and practice. It doesn't require any special equipment. What I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be using the lines in the parking lot, and I'm going to be practicing something that I encourage you guys to do. On this journey back into riding, guys, with safety being a priority, one of the incentives of this channel is to encourage folks to be safe, and this is what I do to be safe. Now, like I said, what I'm going to be doing here, guys, is I'm going to be in a parking lot. I'm going to be practicing my U-turns as tight as I can make them. I'm also going to be practicing emergency braking, swerving. I'm not going to bring you a full video of all of the breakdown of practices. I've done a couple of those videos already. But since I haven't been on the bike now in a couple of weeks, the idea of going to Pooler, Georgia and doing the practice on the Sunday, I want to be a little bit more, I want to have my practice in, because you know what they say, motorcycle skills that we are practicing is perishable. If you don't use them, you lose them. But yeah, guys, so we're going to be in the parking lot here. We're going to be practicing Simmons, Trust and Believe. We're going to be practicing our emergency braking, coming to a smooth stop. And I'm going to bring you a little bit of footage here, but what I'm going to encourage you to do is, as I go to Pooler, Georgia, I'm going to be taking my grandson with me, and we're going to try to bring you some footage as I go through the practice session. Always the opportunity to learn things. As much as I get out here and practice, every time I go to one of those practice sessions, I learn something new. He's able to critique me on some of the things that I can do better for me to go back and practice. So the thing about this, guys, is to see how far we have come on this journey back into riding. I'm usually in this parking lot on my boulevard, but I'll be taking the Goldwing to Pooler, Georgia, so I think it's important that I do some of these practices with it. And I'm going to bring you along for a brief little session, but encouraging you to watch the video that I have coming out as I go to Pooler, Georgia, and execute some of these drills, just to see if I am becoming closer to being the boss of my motorcycle. The goal is to eventually become the CEO. We're always going to be practicing to get better, guys. Practice, they say, don't make perfect. But, when we get out and practice, it gives us options out there on the streets, and that's what this is all about. Anyway, guys, it's going to be his practice session 59. If you want to watch the details of his instructions and all the other riders, I'm going to suggest that you go and watch his practice 59. But I'm also going to encourage you to watch my video that I'm going to be trying to put together here. I'm going to describe to you what I'm doing wrong, what I'm being instructed to do better. And that's what this journey is all about, man. I hope somewhere in the future to be able to encourage folks here that's local to come out, so I have someone to practice with. I've been passing through some of the neighborhoods and seeing some different bikes and so forth in one of the neighborhoods that I pass through on a regular. A couple of Honda Goldwings, a couple of Harleys. I'm going to get my IG set back up so I can encourage some of these folks to come out and practice with me. Anyway, guys, we're going to jump on this video real briefly and show you what I am here to do. All right, guys. Well, first of all, forgive the wind noise that you're hearing in the background. This is being recorded for my Insta361 times 2. And why I'm going to leave that noise in there is I want you to hear the engine as I'm trying to keep the throttle as steady as I can while I keep the motorcycle in the friction zone. Now, one of the things that I do is when I'm in the tightest part of the turn, I might raise the throttle up just a little bit to provide me just a little bit of security, a little bit of extra power in case I need it. And from time to time, I find myself going in and out of the friction zone with the clutch, but it's really small movements. It would be best if I can keep the bike in the friction zone. And what you're seeing here, man, is I'm using the white lines to get down to an 18-foot U-turn or so. And as we run down the parking lot right here, we're going to be bringing you a little bit of emergency braking, guys. I kind of went out of the frame there a little, but I got the bike up to second gear, probably about 40 miles or so. Stopped the bike with the front brake and transition to the rear. What you're looking at here, guys, is what he called Robert Simmons trust and believe. And the goal with this exercise, man, is to get the motorcycle, the clutch as close to the friction zone as possible. You're keeping your right foot on the rear brake and you're picking your foot up, and before the motorcycle starts to fall, you're going to release the bike into the friction zone. The idea of that is to always make you trust that as long as there's power going to the rear wheel, that the motorcycle will not fall. Again, some U-turns here, trying to get in between the lanes. What I'm doing here, guys, is I'm testing the lean limit of the motorcycle. You're going to hear the World Motor drop guards there scraping a little bit. And this is for me to see how tight of a turn I can make. So when I'm challenging myself on Sunday, I know what my limitations are. I know what the exercises I can do and those that I'll struggle to do. I did do a video, guys, on those drop guards for the 2018 and above Goldwing. Check it out when you get a chance. What I'm doing there, guys, is I've got the bike up to second gear, stopping mostly with the front. Well, stopping with the front and rear brake, but transitioning to the rear brake to bring the motorcycle to a smooth stop. Here we're doing the slow ride, so we have full control of the motorcycle at slow speed, something that you can practice as you're coming to lights on the streets, which is his exercise number 2. And here we are doing starts and stops, which I think is his exercise number 1 from some of the practices that I've watched. And that's what this is, guys. Just out in the parking lot. I did some braking and swerving there that I didn't quite bring to you. But again, man, just doing a little bit of preparation here before I go out on Sunday and familiarize myself with getting used to the Goldwing again here. Guys, these practices becoming as much fun as riding, and I encourage you guys, see an open parking lot, man, just jump in there and go for it. All right, guys, so I did measure the lines in the parking lot. What we're looking at is about 9.5 feet. We're going to estimate that from line to line is about 20 feet. Thank you guys for coming along. Again, remember to watch the video that's going to be coming out. It's going to take some editing, but I'm pretty sure Robert will have his video out before mine. So if you get a chance, guys, go and check out exercise 59 just to see how we do and how far we have come on Ruby. If we have at least gained any skills since our last practice. But anyway, guys, we're going to wrap this video up. I'm going to say what I always say at the end of my videos. I don't care what you ride. Add some protection to your motorcycles. Get out in these parking lots and on the cone courses, man, and it's better that you drop your bike in a parking lot or on a cone course than to crash them out there in the streets. Rich, the return rider, out.